Right, I've this is the golf project. I've decided to. Well, a friend of mine was selling a Golf Mark One GTI convertible. Not really overly keen on them like that, but the there it is. It came along. It was a reasonable price, and I already had one of his engines sat here, which he was going to put in it, but ran out of money. So yeah, got the car off of him. Engine came with it. Got a couple of wheels as well. That they've been stripped, ready for painting. So I'll get them painted up, stick some tyres on them. Mainly the bodywork. Going to have a little look at to start with. There's a couple of little bits of bubble, a few little bubbles here and there, and yeah, just little bits like that. Basically, a little stone chip here and there, a little chip out the bumper, the bonnet, and the worst bit is a bit of rust around this side. It's not that bad, to be honest. I'll weld it up, no problem, but I'm going to have to start stripping all the kit off. There. That's it. I've been under the car before because he had it in here. I've done some work on it anyway. So I know it's all pretty sound underneath. There's not really any rust. I don't want to, I'll tell all the classic VW boys now, this isn't going to turn out as a standard. I'm not going to restore this back to a standard Mark 1 Golf. It's going to be something a little bit, well, it just won't be a standard Golf. It's going to have a 16 valve Mark 2 engine in it to start with. Yeah, I'm not really interested in restoring stuff to how they came out of the factory. I'd rather just have a little play with it, see what it ends up like, see what you think. Oh, I've got the classic rear window sag. The roof's got to be sorted, but there's a little bit of stitching here and there on the roof that needs doing. I'll either get that done or get a new roof. It doesn't really matter either way. And a bit of interior. That's it. I'm going to start on it now. It's about half 11. Second night now. I was here last night till late doing bits and pieces. Same again tonight. Got the clipper kit off last night and then dumped the car outside again. Carried on tonight. Clipper kit's off, got the wings off. I knew, well, where the rust sort of was. There's no other hidden nasties, nothing. The chassis and everything is solid. Did find that it's got coilovers on, which I didn't realise before. I don't think they're anything amazingly special, but they're coilovers anyway, so they'll do. Yeah, same rust, sanded it all down. Worst bit's the wing. For the sake of a new wing, for me spending an hour or two cleaning it up and then again cutting steel and spend another hour welding it all together, I'd just as well go and buy, and I think a spare wing's like 50-60 quid. The car's getting resprayed anyway, so just as well get a whole new wing, primer it up and spray it. So, but this is the worst bit. Most of that's hidden by the kit, so you could get away with it if you wanted to, but I don't see the point really. Might just as well swap it over, get another wing on, it's all fresh then. I wouldn't be happy anyway flogging it to someone knowing there's a big chunk of rust underneath there hidden under the kit that sooner or later they're going to find anyway, aren't they? So yeah, but that was it really. There's the other patches that I knew were on the car anyhow. So yeah, just a few bits and pieces really. Just this one, which was the worst one. Cleaned it up a bit. It literally is just still in the same place as where it was anyway. Cleaned up the metal, bare metal around it. So that's quite good. I'll just cut a section, shape it up and weld that in there. A few other bits on the wing which are underneath the kit beforehand. This is a bit dented in there. It looks like there's filler as well, so possibility that someone's filled it already. And then a little bit in the boot lid. A little tiny bit there and a bit there. Not too bad really. It's all just clean metal, so I can weld onto that anyway. It's not going to fall apart. And then yeah, just a little hole down in the driver's side sill, which is there. But other than that, that's it, hole-wise. So that's the main chassis. The wings again, just put new wings on. But as you can see, all the arches and that are perfectly clean and all in good condition. So I'm really happy with all of that. Oh, and there's the coilovers. Again, don't know what they are. We'll see if they're any good when we get to drive it afterwards. So, night 2, finished, I'm going home. See you later.